Hi, Ryan. Hi. But... Shh. I'm talking. You're video bombing me, Ryan. Go lay down. Go play with Zidane or something. Gee whiz.
Come on.
Leave all that girly shit at the door. No girls allowed. Hey everybody, thanks for bearing with me. I know it's been a couple months or so, or maybe going on 3 months now. There's been a lot of shit going on in my personal life, hence why I haven't uploaded something. There's some stuff in my personal life I don't want to get into right now. It's a little too much. But what I will briefly catch everybody up on, for those of you who are not fans of my Facebook page, I posted something about it. But back in late May, coincidentally, a day before my birthday, Yatanya passed away. I promised myself I wouldn't do this. But before everyone, spams the comments as to what exactly happened, what all went down, that's a story for another day. There's a lot of factors that Brandon and I weren't aware of until way after her death. But for the most part, she got violently ill very quickly. Just her health rapidly declined, within a few hours. And even rushing her to the vet, she eventually crashed and burned and passed away in the vet's office. And about 3 weeks ago now, I think, this was all Brandon's doing, not mine. I really didn't have much say in it. But we now are an owner of a dog. Yeah. I'm not saying I hate dogs. I mean, I love just about all animals. But I'm more of a cat person, obviously, if you don't know me by now. I mean, she is a sweet dog, but I'm very protective of my boys now, especially with Yatanya gone. Plus, the cats have kind of been in hiding a lot since she's been around, which makes me miss them a little bit because I don't get to see them as often. Anyway, back to the subject of what I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to talk about only because there was a lot of news headlines around this. Involving copies of GTA 5 and how some people obtain them. Yeah, that doesn't make any of us gamers look good right now. I bring it to everyone's attention mainly because all of the crimes revolved around this game, believe it or not. It is so ironic in its own way, and it's shit like this that, that people take it seriously, that, oh, we should ban violent games or, be stricter on them, but that's a story for another day. Trust me, I really want to get into that subject. There's been news stories all over the country, including one near Tuvens area in northern London. This guy, he got his copy of GTA, and shortly after he left the game store, he was approached by 3 teenagers where they lobbed him over the head with the brick, stabbed him, beat the shit out of him some more, which I don't know what more damage you could do after doing that, but I digress. After they beat the shit out of him and everything, They take the guy's wallet, they take the guy's phone and other valuables, and of course his copy of GTA. And unfortunately, the perpetrators have never been caught that I know of right now, which is unfortunate. The guy is okay, but he got mugged over that in a game. Now, the stories that I have here in front of me, they just get worse as I'm going down the list. They get crazier and crazier. Like this one in Florida, for example. This guy, he's an adult, mid-20s, maybe around my age or something. He is mentally retarded, for lack of a better term. And he saved up all of his money to get the collector's edition of GTA 5. So, he got it, and he's walking out of the store with it. Some guy comes up to him and says, "Hey, what time is it?" And while he was distracted by that, the guy takes the bag out of his hand. I mean, it's one thing to rob somebody, but to rob somebody who is mentally handicapped, well, any handicap for that matter, who can't really comprehend what's going on, or just can't defend themselves the way a normal person could. What balls do you have to have? Seriously. But thankfully, to the shop's surveillance footage, they were able to catch the guy who stole the guy's game. Now, this last one takes place in New York. I will give them credit, though, because this next story, these people put a lot of planning into it, and it's very original in a sense, but at the same time, the consequence was much bigger than just, what could have happened. Basically, it's these three young guys, ranging from late teens to early 20s. Now, these three guys, they were at a mall. They were at a mall where some people were waiting in line to get their pre-ordered copy. They didn't want to wait in line. They're like, fuck this. So they decided they were going to impersonate police officers. Let's just stop here for a second and think about this. Now, yeah, you might have pre-ordered the game, or maybe you're going to buy it, but seriously, are you that impatient you want to do something so incriminating as this and do jail time for? Just because you're impatient. It boggles my mind, it really does. But it gets even better, okay? They had fake IDs, they had uniforms, they had the whole shebang. And they're flashing their IDs. Hey, cops, we need up there. We need in the front. Blah blah blah. So they get to the front of the line, flashing their badges or whatever. They get to the front of the line. They get their games, and and there's a few people who are like, I don't know about these guys. There's something up with them. So when they thought they were caught, they took off. Now, if you thought that was good, it gets even better. Apparently, these guys had bought for cheap online a used police cruiser. So not only did they have their badge, their fake IDs, their uniforms, they had a car to go with it, with the sirens and all of that shit. They had it all. They had it all. They went to all of this because they're like, fuck it, I don't want to wait in line for, half an hour or camp out until midnight or however long it was going to take. They're like, fuck it, we're going to do all this. And it just makes you wonder if one of the three guys is like, I don't know if this is a good idea, what if we get caught? When you're at that age, you think you're immortal, you think you're unstoppable, you think you're untouchable. You think you can get away with everything, and you unfortunately don't think of the consequences. You should, but you don't. They hustle into their police cruiser, and they drive off. Okay, they almost got caught, but okay, we're scot-free. The dumbass that was driving made an illegal U-turn, which made an actual real cop that was watching go, what the fuck is this guy doing? I have to go and talk to him and see what the hell's going on with him. Why is he pulling a U-turn? So they pulled this other police cruiser over, only to find out they're not real cops. They're now in jail. It just adds more fuel to the fire about what people want to do as far as like having stricter laws on violent games, or, you know, that games are bad and they cause violence, and well, obviously in this case they wanted to fucking steal it or shove in front of everybody in line, get in their copy and get theirs, because they didn't want to wait around. I mean, shit, you know, who wants to wait in line? YOLO, or whatever the fuck the kids are saying these days. So they all each got charged with a second-degree criminal impersonation of a police officer. I mean, yes, I'd go to great lengths for a game, but legally? Think about it. If you've pre-ordered it and you're waiting in line, what the fuck's your problem? Because, one, you already either have a down payment on it or you paid the full price for it. Number two, you already got your name on a copy of it through pre-ordering it. So either way, you're set. You don't have to worry about running out of a copy or whatever. Just fucking wait your turn. Or do what I've done, you know, wait. You know, groceries and rent come first, unfortunately. So, yeah, there's times I can't get a game on release day. Plus, once you think about it, after a lot of people, you know, resell it or whatever, after they've played it for a solid week or whatever, it'll eventually go down in price. So, hey, there you go. It just is very disturbing how common sense is not common anymore. People don't think of the consequences of their actions. It just takes maybe another split second of your time to go, oh, wait, what if this had, I don't know if I should do that. Either that or they have no figurative Jiminy Cricket on their shoulder going, oh, don't do that, don't steal, that's bad. Or, oh, don't impersonate a police officer, that's very bad. Some people just don't give a fuck. There's zero fucks given. Anyway, I'm stepping off my soapbox now. See, stepping off of it. There we go. And that's my take on it. Hopefully I'll see you guys sooner rather than later. But until then, game on and rock on.